It's time to get the spanners out. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 1 on the Schwinn beach cruiser. This one's called Get Your Spanners Out. So we've got to strip this frame down. I'll give you a little talk about the actual bike itself. I picked this up off Facebook sales. Got it at a really good price. And this is a classic Schwinn cruiser. You've got your double top tube to the top, which comes down. And then we've got a drinks holder in the top there so you can put your cans in there. You've got your cruiser style bars that swoop round, so it makes you sit more upright when you're riding, so it's a really nice comfortable position. You've got your classic double spring swing seat on there. Down to the back you've got a single speed, so it's just a single speed, so it's nice and easy to pedal, and you've got pedal back brake on this as well, so you just touch back on the pedal arms and it will slow you down. So it's a really nice feature on this. You've got single brake to the front which runs off the rim, original Schwinn tyres like the cruiser tyres. So that's a little bit about the bike. What we've got to do today is strip this completely down, so all the parts are going to come off this. We're going to label up in boxes and put all the bits separate, and we're going to take all the bearings out, completely strip it down, clean everything up, and then get this ready for the first stage, which will be the prep stages on this bike. I've got some good news that's come across. I've got a paint company that is going to come in on this collaboration with me on this bike, and it's Specialist Paints. I went over to Specialist Paints, dropped them an email, as I've been using their paints in the past. From when I started, I used their candy colours and things like that. I've done things in the studio with the Specialist Paints, and it's a really good company, guys. So I emailed them and they're going to come on board with me on this project, and we've picked out some really cool paint for this, guys. You're going to see some really fancy paint going down on this frame. There's going to be airbrush work on it. There's going to be some gold leafing on this as well, so it's going to be a one-off beach cruiser that we're going to do in these episodes. I'll give you a little talk through when we get the paint supply come over. I'll talk you through all the custom paint range. You're going to see the application step by step on how to drop these custom paints down to get the finishes and the effects that we're going to get on this frame and forks. So yeah, enjoy the video. I'll stick you on some time lapses. You can have 2 camera angles. You'll have one from above and one from a tripod, and you'll see the bike get stripped. We'll get it into boxes and I'll see you at the end. So enjoy the video, enjoy the music, grab yourself a drink. I'll see you in the time lapse. In that little time lapse, we've stripped a lot of the frame, but we've got one little bugbear that is doing my head in. We've got a piece that's stuck and welded on. We've got one of the pedals. This one isn't coming off. I've soaked this in penetrating oil. That one came off an absolute dream, but this one is being an absolute pain. So we're going to take the frame as it is now, to a good friend of mine who's around the corner who owns a bike shop, which is Spokes. They do all your like Tour de France style bikes, all your top end bikes. They're bike mechanics. They strip down, rebuild. So I'll introduce you to them on the way around. We'll get this pedal off, then we can take the crank out, and then we're good to go. But all the other pieces, chains off, everything else is off. Forks, all the bearings are in nice condition, but I'm going to soak the actual bearing casings, degrease the lot, fresh grease on all these, so when it goes back together it will be running really, really smooth. So chuck this in the motor, buzz around there, get this pedal off, and we'll crack on. Well, we've arrived. I've took the frame in. They've got a lot of customers in there at the minute, so I couldn't really film in there, but they got it off for me. So good old Spokes. I'll leave a link in the description. That's their van. Dedicated service, repair, workshop, collection and delivery, bike builds. They're all qualified as well mechanics, so they're great guys to know. I used to work sort of next door, which is the sign company, and Spokes is next door, so I've known them for a long time. I actually painted two of the ladies' frames that owned the company, so they were the first sort of bike builds that I did. So we'll move back into the studio, we'll get the crank out, and then we'll start talking you through what's next. See you in a bit. Right guys, we are back. I've just took the crank out, so we've got all the frame now stripped. Big thanks to Spokes. I'll leave a link in the description, so if you need a bike service, anything like that, rebuilding, you're in the Essex area, there's a link to Spokes. You can nip over to their website and you can see all the variety of things that they do. But we are now ready to go for the next episode on the swing build. Hope you can join me in that one. We're going to be getting the frame all cleaned down, and I'll take you through all the sanding processes and getting this into polyester high build primer. So thanks for watching guys. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe, press that notification, drop us a thumbs up if you're liking the content, drop us a comment, I'll get back to you on the comments, and I'll see you in episode 2. Cheers.